G'day folks. Well, for this afternoon's little clean-up job, we're going to have a look at this little trash find. It's a Kubota W5019 push mower. It's one remarkably heavy beast. It weighs almost 80 pounds, or 30 something kilos. It was about 38 kilos. Obviously 5 horse with overhead valves. Yes, well, it's just very dirty and gummy. The fuel was left on. Yeah, couldn't get the dipstick plug out, so I don't know what that's like. It's got reasonable compression. All die-cast metal deck. Everything's a bit stuck from just being stored for so long. I couldn't adjust the height. It's at minimum height. One heavy mower. Carby and everything's fairly clean. It hasn't been oxidised or damaged. Underneath we've got a blower fan and single blade assembly, which is still pretty reasonable. Yeah, it's not loose. A few busted bits in the deck, that's about it. Next door's playing with a weed whacker. GH150V, probably 150 cc's. Oh yeah, 0.146 litres, so 146 cc's. Inline fuel filter. It's awfully dirty. I don't know what this stuff is. It's almost like they've had a mattress or something lying on top of it and it's just rotted away. Nice and clean. It's almost like it's hardly been used. Very clean. I wonder if this thing's been used a couple of times and then stored. That'd be nice. Not bad for a rubbish bin find or scrap bin. He's done it again. He's lost his line. Well, I should probably go over there and help, but those people don't talk to me very much. I wonder why. Might have something to do with the noise that I make. Yeah. Interesting looking thing. I guess I better clean it up first and free everything up. I'll unseize the height adjustment, which has front and rear wheel height, which is quite interesting. Each wheel's independently adjusted. I thought it might have been self-propelled because it had this plastic cowling down here, but it's not. It's just a straight, regular push mower. Yeah, little thrower. Interesting. Yeah, bone dry, of course. It's been sitting with the fuel on for so long, I have to take the bowl off and make sure it hasn't gone all nasty in there. Worst case scenario is they were using ethanol blended fuel and it's eaten everything. But that looks like a Mikuni or Kaihin type carb. Yeah, it is. It's the same as what they put on Honda GX series or GV series. So that would be interchangeable with a Honda part, I guess. I didn't even know Kubota made mowers. At least not push mowers anyway. I know they're making big industrial ones. But this is sort of a commercial grade push mower for mowing businesses and things, I guess. Wonder if the mower's the exhaust's plugged up, but then again, the air cleaner's pretty clean. It wouldn't have been running too rich. The Honda overhead cam motor that I found and cleaned up had a plugged air cleaner and it just got so sooty it just killed itself. It stopped. So they threw it out. He's done it again. Keeps throwing the line off his bloody weed whacker. I can't get that off yet. Oh well, that's enough for now. Okay, well, nice and clean now. I'd say this thing's barely been used. maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 hours tops. They've worked it hard, like the deck level's been set at absolute minimum and it's ground the bottom of the deck against the ground. Probably for commercial lawns, that sort of thing, where they want the grass trimmed really, really low. The blade and everything seems to be alright, it's straight. Don't know if the clutch works because this has a centrifugal clutch on the blade deck, or the blade wheel. The next model up from this has drive unit, which is what this was supposed to be. It's supposed to be an output shaft and everything through there. That's why I initially thought it was driven, but there's just not an option on this model. Good compression. Oh, that's pretty damn good. It's better than any Briggs & Stratton I've ever turned over, even new ones. But being an overhead valve, it's obviously a lot higher compression than a side valve engine anyway. But yeah, that's on a centrifugal clutch apparently. There's a clutch wheel and everything behind that. So I'll see how well that goes. I don't know what the point of that is, apart from maybe a safety thing. But I've just tapped all that back. It's just had a bit of a hard life in the bottom of the deck. Apart from that, it's just corrosion from storage, having crap sitting on top of it. And the rubber tyres are also perished and coming apart, so I'm sure I could either get replacement solid plastic wheels or replacement rubber tyres for these, as long as they're still supported from the factory or aftermarket supplies. Oil in the crankcase looks good, but it's obviously had years to settle any crap out of it, so after a run I'll know for sure. But the oil level's still good, only a tiny bit of weepage around the dipstick assembly. And yeah, next step I'll just pull the carby bowl off, clean it, make sure the carby looks good inside, and we'll chuck some fuel in it and start it. Oh, and of course do a spark check, of course. I haven't done that yet, but hey, even if this thing is screwed, I can get plenty of good parts off it. Kubota parts, Kubota lawnmower parts, have got to be worth something in Australia. Oh, and I fixed the height adjustment at the front and back. They're just rusted solid. So they'll take a bit of use to free up completely, but they're working. And yeah, rubber tyres are perished. That'll probably be the first thing to go. They'll fall apart. First time they've been used in ages. Okay, well everything seems to work alright. Carburetor had a bit of glaze and crap in the bottom of the bowl, but apart from that it seems to work alright. It's not dripping, it's not flooding, well, as far as I can tell anyway. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Spark wasn't the best, but I wasn't turning it over very hard, so any spark's better than no spark. Yeah, choke. Throttle cables have a lot of water through it, so that's not the happiest. That's working. And the clutch is working too. It needs a fan. There we go, we've got fanage. Choke. run position. Amazing what people throw away. Well, probably because somebody couldn't be bothered dealing with it and cleaning it. I hate to think what something with the Kubota name on it's worth. God, a couple of grand. Being a commercial grade mower, heavy duty magnesium deck. Blade wheel still coasting. Well, it all seems to work. I'll give it a good run and see what it does. Get some heat into it, check the oil again. Yeah, nice score. Not bad for well, the cost of a 3-pack of beer, a 3 for a long necks VB. Oh, Victoria Bitter, not even Australian owned anymore, just like pretty much everything. Oh well, at least the Japanese are still making good stuff. And that's a Japanese made mower, by the way. And pretty much everything Kubota is made in Japan. Very good. Thanks for watching. I don't really need to do any mowing at the moment because it's already been done. I don't think there is anything to mow apart from already mown grass. I should have realised how quiet this thing was. Silly me, it's because the clutch is sort of working, but I think the shoes aren't coming out. They're probably stuck. So I guess I better fix that before I try and actually mow something. It was spinning but not fast enough, and as soon as you hit some grass it stops. So the problem will be down in there. You can see a big coil spring and yeah, what looks like a clutch plate. Oh, that's not too hard to fix. That's a friction clutch, Ed. Oh, thanks, brain. I like it when my brain tells me things. Yes, it is a friction clutch and it does appear to be stuck. You can see the outer housing there with little shoes sitting inside that die-cast housing. And yes, there is a friction wheel with a spring attached to it. It appears to have a lot of crap wrapped around it and a lot of rust. So in theory that plate should go downwards. Is there a hole in that muffler? Yeah, there is too. I was wondering why there was soot on the deck, and there is a purpose-made hole in the bottom of it as well. Yes, the slop will probably go out of that too once that spring's working. I just got to pull probably all of that off before I can get to it and clean everything up. I could just try inox, but it'd probably just get stuck again. I should really clean it off and clean all the rust off the splines and put some kind of rust preventer on there. Well, it's a bit hard in this sort of harsh conditions. Maybe copper never sees. That'll work. Oh, I'll do that another day. Thanks for watching.